Every 39 seconds, a cyber attack happens somewhere in the world. But here is the part nobody tells you. Most people trying to get into cybersecurity are learning the wrong things. Cybercrime is expected to cost over $10 trillion globally. And while many people think AI will resolve this problem, but it is actually making it worse. Now AI can write phishing emails that look completely real, and deepfake scams are also rising very fast. In one case, a Hong Kong employee transferred $25 million after a video call with his CEO, but that video call was not real. It was actually a deepfake video. So if the problem is growing, why do so many beginners still struggle to get hired? So, if you have looked into cybersecurity before, you have probably noticed something confusing. Some people say there are tons of jobs, and others may say it is impossible to get a job in cybersecurity. So, what is actually true? It is not the lack of jobs, it's a lack of right skills. According to 2025 ISC2 workforce study, 95% of security teams report skill gaps. More than half say those gaps are critical. So, no jobs are not disappearing, but the gap between qualified and unqualified candidates is getting wider every year. Now, before we go further, there is one question almost everyone is thinking right now. Do you actually need a degree or is it just a myth? The short answer to this question is no, you do not need a degree, or a degree can help you to pass filters, but it does not guarantee a job. In fact, many professionals in cybersecurity started in completely different fields. What gets you hired is simple proof that you can do the work. If you don't have a degree, your path may be slightly longer or difficult, but it is absolutely open. So at this point, the real question becomes if it's all about skills, what exactly should you learn? Let's break this into a clear 7 step roadmap. If you study 3 to 5 hours a day, you can be job ready in about 7 to 10 months. But if you are studying part time, expect it to 12 to 15 months. This is where most beginners feel tempted to skip ahead. It seems basic or maybe even boring, but here is the problem. If you skip this step, everything later becomes harder. Focus on basic troubleshooting, command line usage, how systems connect to networks. If someone hands you a slow or broken laptop and you don't know where to start, this is your step. Now think about this. How can you protect something if you don't understand how it works? That's exactly what networking teaches you. Focus on OSI and TCP IP models, IP addressing and subnetting, core protocols like HTTP and TCP or UDP. Try tools like Wireshark to see how data moves across a network, and Packet Tracer to practice building and testing networks. At this stage, you might be wondering, should I learn Linux or Windows first? Start with the one you already use. Then go deeper into permissions, user roles, processor, and logs. Over time, you will need both, but don't overwhelm yourself at the start. Now, another common doubt comes up here. Do you need to become a programmer? Not really, but you do need enough coding skills to automate tasks. Focus on Python, Bash, or PowerShell. And yes, you can use AI tools to help. But here is the rule, if you can't explain your own script, you are not ready yet. This is where things finally start to feel like real cybersecurity. You will learn CIA tried common attacks like phishing and malware. But here is something most people don't do, and it makes a huge difference. Every week, study one real cyber attack. This is how you start thinking like someone with experience. Now imagine this, a company is under attack right now. Who detects it first? That's the blue team. You will learn log analysis, threat detection, incident response. Tools like Splunk and Microsoft Sentinel are commonly used. This step is where many people struggle, not because it's too hard, but because they haven't practiced enough. At this point, you might be thinking, when do I actually learn hacking? This is where it starts, but only after you understand everything else first. Use platforms like TryHackMe and Hack the Box. Learn tools like Nmap for scanning, Burpsuit for testing web applications, and Metasploit for practicing exploit techniques in a safe mode. Now let's be real for a moment. Most people don't start as ethical hackers. The typical path looks like this: IT sport, SOC analyst, and then specialized role. And here is something important. A SOC analyst role is not a beginner job. It's one of the fastest ways to learn in real environments. Now you might be wondering, how do I get hired without experience? Here is the mistake most people make. They collect certificates but show no proof of skill. Instead, practice on Try Hack Me or Hack the Box. Share what you learn on LinkedIn. Keep it simple. What was the problem and what worked? That alone puts you ahead of many people. So before you spend money on courses, do this first. Go to the job boards like LinkedIn, Indeed, or one common in your region. Look at real job postings, then ask, what are the companies actually asking for? Collect 20 to 30 listings. Use AI to find repeated skills. This builds your roadmap based on real demand, not guesswork. So if you have made this far, here is the key takeaway. The cybersecurity shortage was never really about people. It's about skills, and the gap is only getting bigger. If you follow this roadmap seriously, you won't just learn cybersecurity, you will be ahead of most people and candidates trying to enter the field.